Have you ever brushed off a small itch, thinking it was nothing? Just a fleeting annoyance, something to scratch and forget? We all do it. But what if that itch wasn't just an itch? What if it was your body's way of whispering a warning, urging you to pay attention before it's too late? Aging brings wisdom, but it also brings changes, some subtle, some alarming. The truth is, as we grow older, our bodies don't always speak in loud, obvious ways. Instead, they send quiet signals, signals that are easy to ignore but dangerous to overlook. It starts with something simple, a persistent itch in one spot, day after day. Lotion doesn't help. You change soaps, your diet, even your clothes, but the itch remains. What if that irritation was trying to tell you something deeper, something urgent? For many older adults, what seems like a harmless itch could actually be the first sign of a hidden health issue, one that, if left undiagnosed, could take away not just years, but the quality of life itself. The question is, will you listen? Or will you wait until the whisper turns into a scream? Today, let's talk about the 4 itches that could mean something more. Before we begin, I'd really appreciate it if you like this video. It helps me keep sharing more important lessons. If you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please comment 1. If you don't, comment 0 so I know how to improve. Now, let's get started. Mrs. Jung had always been a woman full of life. At 60, she still loved tending to her garden, laughing with her grandchildren, and sharing long conversations over tea with friends. She never thought much about her health. After all, she felt fine. But then, one day, she noticed an itch. It started as a minor irritation on her arms, nothing more than an occasional annoyance. She shrugged it off, assuming it was just dry skin from the changing seasons. She tried lotion, changed her soap, even drank more water, but the itching only grew worse. Weeks passed, then months. The itch spread, becoming more persistent, more unbearable. Still, she ignored it. It's nothing, she told herself. Just another part of getting older. But then, something else happened. She started feeling exhausted all the time, no matter how much she rested. She lost weight without trying. Her once bright energy began to fade. It was only when her daughter, noticing her pale complexion and thinning frame, insisted she visit the doctor that Mrs. Jung finally gave in. What happened next was something she never expected. The doctors ran tests, examined her symptoms, and then delivered the news: lymphoma. Cancer. The word hit her like a wave, drowning her in disbelief. She had never imagined that something as simple as an itch could be the first sign of something so serious. If she had sought help earlier, maybe she could have started treatment sooner. Maybe she wouldn't have lost so much time. Mrs. Jung's story is not unique. So many people ignore small signs, waiting until it's too late. But the truth is, your body speaks to you. The question is, will you listen before it's too late? We all do it. We brush off small discomforts, telling ourselves it's nothing. A little ache, a minor itch, a bit of fatigue, it's just aging, right? But what if that mindset is costing us precious years? The truth is, our bodies don't always warn us with flashing lights and blaring alarms. Sometimes, they whisper. A persistent itch in a specific area might seem harmless, but science tells us otherwise. Medical research has uncovered a startling reality. In older adults, Certain types of itching can be an early warning sign of underlying health conditions, some of which could shorten lifespan if left unchecked. Think about it. If you felt sharp chest pain, you wouldn't hesitate to see a doctor. If you struggled to breathe, you'd seek help immediately. But an itch? That seems too minor to be a real problem. That's exactly why it's dangerous, because we dismiss it. We assume it's just dry skin, an allergy, or the weather. And for many, it is. But for some, it's the body's way of signaling that something deeper is wrong. An itch that doesn't go away, one that spreads, one that resists treatment. These could be the first signs of diabetes, liver disease, thyroid issues, or even cancer. The challenge isn't just recognizing the symptoms, it's shifting our mindset. It's learning to take even the smallest signals seriously. It's realizing that ignoring discomfort doesn't make it go away. It only allows hidden problems to grow in silence. So, the next time your body speaks, don't dismiss it. Listen. Because the difference between catching an illness early and finding it too late could be something as simple as paying attention to what seems insignificant. Your life may depend on it. Now, let's talk about those 4 itchy spots. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for taking the time to watch. 1. Armpit itching. At first, an itchy armpit might seem like nothing, just a minor irritation from deodorant, tight clothing, or dry skin. You scratch, apply some lotion, and move on. But what if that itch keeps coming back? What if it lingers for weeks, even months, resisting every home remedy you try? What if it's not just an itch, but a warning? Many people don't realize that persistent armpit itching can be an early sign of diabetes, a disease that often develops silently, causing damage long before more obvious symptoms appear. Ignoring this small sign could mean overlooking a much bigger health risk. So how does diabetes cause itching? It all comes down to blood sugar levels. When blood sugar remains too high for too long, it can damage nerves and blood vessels, leading to diabetic neuropathy, a condition where nerve endings misfire, causing unusual sensations like tingling, burning, or itching. The armpits, rich in nerve endings and sweat glands, are particularly vulnerable. Additionally, diabetes reduces the body's ability to produce natural oils and sweat, leaving the skin dry, flaky, and irritated. Many people mistake this dryness for a simple skin issue, not realizing that their body is struggling to regulate its internal functions. But diabetes doesn't just cause dry skin, it also weakens the immune system, making the skin more prone to fungal and bacterial infections. The armpits, which are warm, moist, and often covered, provide the perfect breeding ground for fungal overgrowth, rashes, and bacterial infections. What starts as mild itching can quickly become chronic discomfort, redness, and even painful inflammation. For those who are overweight, the risk is even higher. Excess sweating and friction in the armpits can make itching worse, leading to irritation that won't go away. The real danger of diabetes-related itching is that most people don't connect the dots. They see the itch as a surface-level problem, treating it with creams and lotions, without realizing that the real issue lies beneath the skin. Many undiagnosed diabetics experience persistent itching, excessive thirst, unexplained fatigue, and frequent urination, but they dismiss these symptoms until the disease has already caused serious damage. By the time they see a doctor, they may already be dealing with complications like nerve damage, kidney problems, or vision loss. So how do you know if your armpit itching is something to worry about? Pay attention to patterns. If the itch is persistent, worsens over time, or is accompanied by other symptoms like extreme thirst or slow healing wounds, it's time to take it seriously. A simple blood test can check your sugar levels and provide clarity. The good news? Diabetes can be managed, sometimes even reversed, if caught early. The key is recognizing the symptoms before it's too late. Your body is always trying to communicate with you, and sometimes, something as small as an itch is its way of saying, "Pay attention. Don't ignore me." So don't dismiss the signs. Listen, take action, and protect your health before it's too late. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment 3 below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 2. Anal itching. Anal itching is one of those symptoms people hesitate to talk about. It's embarrassing, uncomfortable, and easy to dismiss as nothing more than a hygiene issue. But what if that persistent itch wasn't just an irritation? What if it was a warning sign, a signal that something deeper is happening inside your body? Many people brush off anal itching, assuming it's caused by sweat, diet, or an occasional rash. Yet in some cases, it can indicate serious digestive and rectal health problems that require urgent attention. Recognizing this symptom early could mean the difference between a minor issue and a life-threatening condition. One of the most common causes of persistent anal itching is hemorrhoids, swollen veins in the rectum that cause discomfort, itching, and even bleeding. Many older adults develop hemorrhoids due to chronic constipation, excessive straining, or prolonged sitting. As the veins become inflamed, they irritate the surrounding skin, leading to a relentless itch that worsens over time. If left untreated, hemorrhoids can become painful and lead to further complications, such as infections or thrombosis, blood clots in the swollen veins. Another hidden cause of anal itching is anal fistulas, small tunnels that develop between the rectum and the skin near the anus. These fistulas often result from infections or inflammation in the digestive tract, and they can cause persistent itching, drainage, and discomfort. Many people don't realize they have an anal fistula until the itching turns into pain, making early detection crucial. Even more concerning is the fact that persistent anal itching can sometimes be a symptom of colorectal or anal cancer. While rare, these cancers often start with subtle symptoms: itching, unexplained bleeding, changes in bowel habits, or a feeling of pressure in the rectum. Unfortunately, because these symptoms can mimic common conditions like hemorrhoids, many people ignore them until the disease has progressed. By the time they seek medical help, treatment options may be limited. That's why paying attention to persistent symptoms, even seemingly minor ones like itching, is critical to early detection. So how do you know if your anal itching is a sign of something more serious? Pay attention to patterns. If the itch persists for weeks, worsens at night, or is accompanied by other symptoms like pain, bleeding, or difficulty with bowel movements, don't ignore it. If it doesn't improve with basic hygiene adjustments or over-the-counter treatments, it's time to seek medical advice. A quick checkup could be the key to catching a problem before it becomes life-threatening. There's no need to suffer in silence. Too many people let embarrassment keep them from seeking help, allowing serious conditions to worsen. Your health is more important than discomfort or social stigma. If something feels off, don't dismiss it. Listen to your body, ask the right questions, and take action, because your well-being depends on it. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment 4 below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 3. Genital area itching. Genital itching is one of those topics people often feel too embarrassed to talk about. It's uncomfortable, personal, and easy to dismiss as a minor irritation. Many assume it's just dryness, a reaction to soap, or a temporary infection. But what if it's something more? Persistent genital itching can be a warning sign of an underlying health issue, one that, if left unaddressed, could lead to serious complications. The key is recognizing when an itch is just an itch and when it's a signal that something deeper is wrong. For many women, vaginitis is one of the most common causes of genital itching. This inflammation of the vaginal lining is often caused by bacterial imbalances, yeast infections, or hormonal changes. While a mild infection may clear up on its own, chronic or untreated vaginitis can lead to ongoing discomfort, pain, and even reproductive health complications. Another related condition, vulvitis, affects the external genital area, leading to itching, redness, and swelling. This is often triggered by harsh soaps, hygiene products, or infections, but if the symptoms persist, it could indicate an underlying gynecological issue. For both men and women, sexually transmitted infections, STIs, can also cause itching. Herpes, trichomoniasis, and genital warts often begin with mild irritation but can escalate to more severe symptoms over time. Many people delay seeking medical help out of fear or embarrassment, allowing the infection to worsen. The reality is, STIs are treatable, but only if diagnosed early. Ignoring persistent genital itching could mean allowing an undiagnosed infection to spread, potentially leading to long-term health consequences, including infertility or chronic pain. Beyond infections, some cases of genital itching are linked to skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, or lichen sclerosis. These conditions can cause chronic dryness, flaking, and intense itching that won't go away with basic treatments. Unlike temporary irritation, these conditions often require medical management to prevent worsening symptoms and long-term damage. In older adults, hormonal changes can thin the skin, making it even more prone to discomfort and irritation. Perhaps the most serious but often overlooked cause of genital itching is precancerous or cancerous changes in the reproductive organs. While rare, conditions like vulvar cancer, cervical cancer, and penile cancer can cause persistent itching as an early symptom. This type of itching does not improve with over-the-counter treatments and may be accompanied by unusual skin changes, sores, or unexplained bleeding. Because these symptoms can easily be mistaken for common conditions, many cases go undiagnosed until the disease has progressed. So how do you know when genital itching is a cause for concern? Pay attention to how long it lasts and whether it responds to treatment. If you've tried home remedies, changed hygiene products, and the problem persists, it's time to see a doctor. Your health is more important than embarrassment. A conversation today could prevent a serious health issue tomorrow. Listen to your body, because when something isn't right, it's trying to tell you. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment 5 below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for your valuable time. For lower leg itching. At first, an itch on your lower legs might seem like nothing more than dry skin. Maybe it's the weather, the soap you're using, or simply a normal part of aging. You apply lotion, drink more water, and try to ignore it. But what if that itch isn't just a skin issue? What if it's a warning sign from within, telling you that your body is struggling with something deeper? Persistent lower leg itching could be a symptom of hypothyroidism, a condition in which the thyroid gland is not producing enough hormones to regulate the body's essential functions. Many people dismiss this small discomfort, unaware that it could be signaling a much bigger health problem. The thyroid, a small butterfly-shaped gland in your neck, plays a huge role in regulating metabolism, circulation, and skin health. When thyroid hormone levels drop, many processes in the body slow down, including the skin's ability to produce natural oils and retain moisture. As a result, the skin, especially on the lower legs, becomes dry, flaky, and prone to itching. No matter how much lotion you apply, the underlying cause, hormonal imbalance, remains untreated, leading to persistent irritation. But the problem doesn't stop at dry skin. Hypothyroidism also affects blood circulation, slowing down the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to the extremities. This poor circulation can cause cold, pale, and itchy lower legs, making even minor scratches take longer to heal. Many people assume these changes are just a natural part of aging, but in reality, they are often early signs of an underactive thyroid. Left untreated, hypothyroidism can lead to serious complications, including nerve damage, heart disease, and severe fatigue. So how do you know if your lower leg itching is linked to a thyroid issue? Look at the bigger picture. Hypothyroidism often comes with other symptoms, such as unexplained weight gain, hair thinning, brittle nails, muscle weakness, or constant fatigue. The skin may not only feel dry but also appear rough, scaly, or swollen, with a slightly waxy texture. These symptoms don't appear overnight. They develop gradually, making them easy to overlook. The good news? Hypothyroidism is highly treatable. A simple blood test can measure thyroid hormone levels, and if an imbalance is detected, medication can restore the body's normal functions. Along with treatment, small lifestyle changes, such as a nutrient-rich diet, proper hydration, and using specialized moisturizers, can help improve skin health and reduce discomfort. The biggest mistake people make is ignoring these early signs. They assume that itchy legs are just a minor inconvenience when, in reality, their body is trying to tell them something important. Your body is always communicating with you. You just have to listen. If your lower legs have been persistently itchy, dry, or unusually sensitive, don't just mask the symptom with lotion. Talk to your doctor, ask questions, and take action, because the sooner you address the issue, the better your chances of preventing bigger health problems down the road. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons helpful, please comment 6 below to let me know you're still here with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Mrs. Jung never thought much about an itch. Like many people, she assumed it was just dry skin or an allergic reaction, nothing to worry about. She applied lotion, changed her soap, and tried to ignore it. But the itch didn't go away. Weeks turned into months, and soon, she found herself scratching at night, unable to sleep. She felt more tired than usual, noticed her clothes getting looser, and started feeling cold all the time. Still, she told herself it was nothing serious. It wasn't until her daughter insisted she see a doctor that she finally agreed to a checkup. What happened next changed everything. The doctor ran tests, and the results shocked her: lymphoma. What she had ignored as a simple itch had been her body's way of warning her that something much deeper was wrong. How many of us do the same? How often do we dismiss the small signals our bodies give us, convincing ourselves that it's just part of getting older? We push through discomfort, assuming it will go away, until one day, it doesn't. Until one day, we're sitting in a doctor's office hearing words we never expected. But it doesn't have to be this way. Our bodies speak to us. We just have to listen. The truth is, small symptoms can have big consequences. An itch in the armpit could signal diabetes. A persistent irritation in the anal area might indicate a digestive issue or even colorectal cancer. Itchy lower legs could mean a thyroid problem. These aren't just random discomforts. They are potential warning signs that should never be ignored. The challenge isn't just recognizing these symptoms, it's changing the way we think about them. We've been conditioned to brush off minor health issues, to believe that if something isn't causing extreme pain, it isn't important. But that mindset is dangerous. Early detection is everything. Catching a condition in its beginning stages can mean the difference between an easy treatment and a life-threatening battle. The question is, will you take action now, or will you wait until the problem becomes too big to ignore? Think about someone you love, a spouse, a sibling, a friend. If they told you they had been experiencing persistent itching in one of these key areas, would you tell them to ignore it? Or would you urge them to see a doctor, to make sure it wasn't something serious? Now, ask yourself, why wouldn't you do the same for yourself? You are your body's best advocate. You owe it to yourself to take your health seriously, to stop dismissing symptoms, and to trust that your instincts matter. Don't wait for a health scare to make you pay attention. Be proactive. Listen to your body. Seek answers now, because waiting too long is a risk you can't afford to take. Your body speaks to you every day, but the question is, are you listening? We spend so much time worrying about major health scares, heart attacks, strokes, cancer, yet we often overlook the small warning signs that appear long before those serious conditions develop. An itch in your armpit, persistent irritation in your lower legs, or discomfort in sensitive areas might seem minor, but they could be your body's way of whispering a crucial warning. The difference between catching a condition early and discovering it too late often comes down to whether or not you paid attention to the signs. The takeaway is simple. Don't dismiss persistent itching in key areas like the armpits, anus, genitals, or lower legs. If an itch lingers, resists treatment, or is accompanied by other symptoms like weight loss, fatigue, or slow healing skin, it's time to investigate. Too many people assume that discomfort is just a part of aging, but that mindset can be dangerous. Your body is always working to protect you, sending signals when something isn't right. Ignoring those signals could cost you valuable time. So, what should you do? First, be proactive. If you've had persistent itching that doesn't respond to lotion, diet changes, or other basic treatments, don't just tolerate it, seek medical advice. A simple blood test, physical exam, or skin biopsy could uncover an underlying condition you never suspected. Something as small as an itch could be the first clue to diabetes, thyroid issues, lymphoma, or even colorectal cancer. The sooner you identify a problem, the better your chances of treating it before it escalates. Second, shift your mindset. We often tell ourselves that going to the doctor for small things is unnecessary, but that thinking has led far too many people to discover a serious illness when it's already too late. Would you rather take a precautionary test now, or face a life-altering diagnosis later? Taking control of your health before problems arise is the key to not only living longer, but living well. And finally, encourage those around you to do the same. Think about your spouse, your siblings, your closest friends. If they told you they had a persistent symptom, would you tell them to ignore it? Or would you urge them to get it checked out? If you would push them to take care of themselves, then you owe yourself the same care and concern. Your health is just as important. Your life is just as valuable. This isn't a call to panic, it's a call to pay attention. To be proactive. To respect your body and the messages it sends. Your life is worth protecting. Don't wait until an itch turns into something much worse. Listen, take action, and trust that taking care of yourself today will lead to a healthier, happier tomorrow. Aging is not about waiting for problems to arise. It's about taking control of your health and your future. Every single day, your body gives you clues about what's happening inside, and it's up to you to listen.